All right, so today what we're going to do is show you how to do an exploded assembly drawing of the train. This is the last part of activity 7.4 assemblies. And so once you have this drawing complete, then you will be able to turn in your assignment for 7.4. So let's get started. First thing is as you can see, I have my assembled train here, and basically we want to pull all the parts out together but still show how it is assembled. So what we need to do is we need to start a new presentation so we can get the explosion. Then I go to create view, and in create view, normally my assembly is loaded up right there, which it is. And I'm going to do auto explode. One level is fine. And we'll try to put in a distance of 3 inches. So we'll see what happens with that. And that actually works pretty well. Now, if you have to take out any of the other parts a little bit further in order to show them completely, you can go to tweak components. So in this case, I'm going to tweak the smokestack. So grab the smokestack and click on it, and here's my arrow, and I want to move it up a little bit just so I can see it a little better. And then I'm going to hit the OK button. Now, once you get everything how you like it, then you go to save as, and I'm going to save this as Pope Train Presentation. So I'm going to go save as, hit yes to all, hit OK, and hit OK again. And so once this is done loading up, we'll be able to get our assembly drawing complete. So since this is such a large file, it takes a minute in order to get it to save. So while that's going on, I'm going to find the title block template, which is what I need for the drawing. So I'm going to open up the title block template. Notice how I have my National Champions logo down there in the background. And now I'm going to go to base. So here, it should already find the presentation, which it did. And you'll notice that it pops up. Now, I don't want a front view of this. I want an ISO view. And as you can see, that's a little bit small. So let's move this up to 1/4. You want it as big as you can possibly get it in order for everything to fit properly on the page. And so that's good. I can fit it all on there. So I'm going to hit OK. Now, you'll notice that it comes in as an outline view, which we don't want in this case. So I can go over here to my browser. I can go to Edit View and click on Shaded, then click OK, and then everything turns to color. So the next part of this is going to be to annotate it. And I want a parts list. So I go to parts list and I select my train assembly document. And all those things look okay. So I hit OK. And then my parts list comes in. And as far as where to place it, we'll just place it right there for now. And you can see that the train kind of obstructs the view a little bit. So if I go back to edit view, I can move this around some in order to get everything on there and get it looking okay. So, parts list, I have an item, I have a quantity, meaning how many there are, and then a description of all of the parts. Here for part number. Sometimes you'll use this description button over here, but in this case, we don't really need it. So I can go back here and I can edit my parts list. And in this case, I want to get rid of this particular description column. So if I move over here to table layout, or table layout, I can get rid of, actually, you know what, we will just, there we go. We want the column chooser, so I can remove the description column, so all I have is item, quantity, and part number. So then I hit OK, and I move my parts list back to where I can actually see it, which is going to be, hang on, let me see. Let's get this move tool. I can go back to edit my parts list, and I can hit OK, and I can move it over so that everything looks all right. Now, the last step is to add balloons. So all I have to do is click on one of the pieces, drag it out, and double click, and it will align and select all of my different parts. And there's really not necessarily an order to this, just so I can see all of my balloons. Now, you only have to select the different parts of your train. So there that is. And let's see, I think I need a linkage arm. Drag that over here. And so long as I have all of my parts labeled, then I'm good to go. Last step is going to be to fill in my field text. So that is going to be train drawing, first and last name. And we want to also change our scale. In this case, it's 1/3. And creation date is today. So I do all of that. Save it. Hit yes to all. Okay. And then once it is saved, then you are finished. You can do the same thing for the truck drawing. So good luck with that. That concludes activity 7.4.